Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video. This is the community update review video, a quick video just to go over the points that were made by Dan and Dave in their video earlier today. I hope you guys saw it. If you didn't see it, I'm putting the link to the video in the description of this video so you can watch that whole video, and I would highly recommend going to watch it. But if you don't want to watch the whole thing, I think it's about 26 minutes. This is just a quick review. I'm going to touch on all the things they talked about, give you some of my opinions as well and some of the things that I'm thinking. So let's get into it. But first, please hit like on the video if you like the video. That would be great. You can also subscribe to my channel and, we'll see you in the next video. That would be awesome. And you can also join as a member as well and get a free drop head NFT and get into our little community. That would be great. And then in the link to the description of this video, I have my links to, my Twitter and all of that and my socials. You can actually just follow me there. I will follow you back. But most importantly, everybody, like I always say, please comment down below because I really want to know what you think about these community review. And, I really want to know if you've watched the video and what you think about what's happening because it's really exciting and I'm really stoked. So let's get into it really quick, everybody. Here's the quick review. Let's just go over some of the main points at the start here. This is the stuff they were talking about at the bidding. I'll zoom in a little bit right here. So Dan and Dave went on some licensing expo. This is what they did like over a week ago or so, just before that little decon meetup. And they were like meeting licensors, right? Which means more drops for the future, more things that we're going to be getting in the app, more connections. So that's really cool. Then they went to decon and that was amazing as well. They talked a little bit about that. And they're going to go to decon in the UK and in Anaheim, which is coming up later this year. And I will be at the one in Anaheim, hopefully, everybody. So hopefully I'll see you there. But that's going to be super fun as well. And anybody who was at the decon event, there was that logo for VEVE. Apparently, you're going to be getting one of those. And so I don't know how they're going to roll that out, but they're going to send that out to everybody that was there, apparently, which is really cool. So look for that coming up. And then right here, they talked about some of the drops not selling out and, how they're totally fine with that. And actually, originally, they were thinking about it in their drops. They didn't expect things to sell out like they have been for the last year. And if they hadn't, they would end up burning the extras. So that's an interesting thing for the future. Think about that. If things don't sell out, they might end up just burning some of those extras, right? Which kind of decreases the supply. So that's kind of an interesting thing, right? So we'll keep our eyes on that, but they're fine with not selling out. They actually feel really lucky that stuff has sold out, especially during this time with the economic stuff and NFTs going down. They're still selling their drops out, which is really crazy. They're just not going in 1 second, so they're not worried about it, and neither should you, and neither am I, right? Anyway, they also said that they pretty much have the bot situation under control, so we'll see how that goes, because we know there's still some in there, but not like before, right? So that's really good news. They also said that the NFT space has slowed down for a lot due to economic reasons, so they're feeling really good about the app and how well it's doing, in this circumstance, and I would completely agree with that. So let me know what you think. And then they did the AMC movie promotions. They had the Jurassic Park one, which is super cool. Everyone's loving that NFT. And of course, we have Buzz Lightyear coming, but apparently it's not going to be the same kind of drop, the same kind of rollout. So stay tuned for the news on that. It's not going to come out the same way that the movie ticket one did for, Jurassic Park, where we're still, I think, waiting for those NFTs, but we'll see what they announce, but it's going to be super fun. And then the big news, too, that they said, just as a little thing before they get into all the really major stuff, is that they're going to be at the San Diego Comic-Con and the New York City Comic-Con. So that's amazing. Those are two top places to just start spreading more news about VEVE. So lots of new marketing coming, lots of promotions coming. And if you're down there, they're going to be doing exclusive stuff for people who are there. This is going to be really cool for drops in the future, right? So let's get into actually the bigger stuff. This is what we really wanted to talk about. And this is what everybody's really interested in, is the whole big thing with KYC, which is Know Your Customer, the Payout, and of course the web platform and all this stuff. And now what I find is interesting is they never mention anything about the Master Collector program, which is kind of funny. They never mention it, so I guess that's a little further out than we think because they're really focused on this stuff right now. But this is the whole thing. The web platform, okay, there's apparently about 15,000 users who have access to it now. I'm one of those people, but some people still don't. But apparently, you're going to be getting access by the end of the month. Everybody's going to be. So they've really been satisfied with how things have rolled out on the platform. So you're going to be getting access if you don't have it, and it's really fun and really great. And that was kind of the thing that's, the barrier for them giving, the KYC to everybody is they want you on the web platform, so then they can do the know your customer. So that's also coming. That's the second point. And it's going to be about a 5-minute process apparently, where you'll be able to sign up and you'll be able to give you like your ID and things like that to prove who you are. And you're going to have to do it on every account. So if you have multiple accounts, that's going to be really interesting to see what happens with that. You're not going to be able to do this probably on every account, so you're going to have to work how you're doing it. You might want to, I don't know what you're going to do if you have multiple accounts with stuff on them. I don't know how that's going to work. I only have 2, one's for my son, one's for me, so I'm all good there. They have separate payment processes. I set that up early, knowing that this could possibly be a thing that could happen. I made sure that I don't have the same exact, payment options on 2 accounts, because then I know once KYC comes out that one of them is going to be kind of dead. So you have to figure out what you're going to do ahead of time, and I would start making those plans now, everybody, because it looks like you're not going to be able to KYC on multiple accounts. It's just going to be one, right? So you're going to have to start thinking about this, right? Obviously, they never said anything, drastic like that, but that's obviously what's going to happen, right? And if you don't, those other accounts are not going to be able to participate in drops or market activities like selling. So, this is kind of a chance that you're going to have this little window you might have to take to kind of like clean up those accounts, maybe start moving some stuff, start selling some stuff. I don't know what you're going to do, but this is probably what you're going to have to think about. So let's get the conversation going as we go. Let me know what you think about that, because I'm really not too sure about what people are going to need to do. But if you're like me, only has the 2 accounts, you're safe. Or if you only have your 1 account, you're good. I mean, it's the ones that have multiple accounts, that are participating in the drops. There's nothing wrong with that, but you're just going to have to now plan what you're going to do, for transfers. And this is another big way they're getting rid of the bots, guys, because that's going to make it impossible for multiple bot accounts to go. So the drops are going to be really authentic from here moving forward. So that's actually a really good thing, but you're going to have to plan for that, right? So next week, okay, is the first round of the KYC users. So this is June 15th. So apparently next week they're going to do a little beta test and put likely like they did with the web platform. There's going to be a certain amount of people are going to get access to KYC. They're going to have to fill it out. And if they don't fill it out, they're not going to be able to participate in drops. So this is the thing. You're going to have to do it if they send it to you, right? So it's going to be interesting to see who they actually send that to. Are they going to send it to people like myself who just have like 1 or 2 accounts that are completely separate already and totally easy to do, or are they going to send it to people who have multiple? This is kind of going to be interesting. We'll see what happens, but then they're going to open it up to everybody. As long as that first wave goes well, they're going to open up to everybody by the end of the quarter, which means we're all going to have to be KYC'd in there, which is actually really great for the app moving forward, right? This is going to be quite something, right? So let's go on to the next part right here, and this is the payout stuff. All right, and like I said, I highly recommend you guys go watch the whole video by them. It's really cool to see them talk. But this is just a review, right? So the payout, okay, so they're going to be doing the same thing. So the people who got the KYC invite, they're also then going to get added to the beta for payout. So it's going to work in that stage, KYC first, and then you're going to get the payout option. So if you're one of the people that gets invited, you're going to want to go through that process. So then you can get to this next step. And then once it all works out, they're just going to open up to everybody, right? But the cool thing is that you're going to have multiple options for payout, which is so amazing, everybody. You're going to be able to, convert your gems to like real money, like fiat, right here, or various cryptos. And they're going to have certain cryptos in place that you're going to be able to do it too. And they mentioned like USDT and Bitcoin and ETH. They mentioned those. Okay, they didn't actually say OMI in this particular one, I don't believe, but I assume that's going to be one of the ones that's in there, right? But anyway, that's going to be quite amazing. You're going to have different options, so you can like then do what you want. This is going to be incredible for people. I don't think people understand how powerful that is and how influential that's going to be on this app. That's going to give people a ton of options to not just go straight to cash and then have to rebuy crypto and blah, blah, blah. You can, it's going to be really cool, right? And then we'll see what they do in the future with allowing you to buy NFTs with that crypto, because if that's in place and you're able to cash your gems into, say, ETH, would you not be able to then buy like NFTs with ETH? I don't know. We'll see what happens, but that opens the door to mega whales, and we'll see what happens with that. So anyway, they're about 70 to 80% confident that this is going to roll out by the end of the quarter, because they have to go through the KYC process first and send that out to everybody and make sure that works. And I'm sure they're really confident that it's going to be fine. And then they're going to start the payout thing just after that. So this is going to be a rolling thing. They're going to do it in little stages, not just open the floodgates to everybody, because, basically, Dan said that he was really concerned about, making sure your money's safe. So they're really doing this properly, everybody. And I think that's great. And there's no rush for me, but this this is really happening, right? It's awesome, everybody. So the web platforms, they also mentioned they're going to open them up. More features are going to come, for the web platforms. That's just down here as time goes on. So the web platform is going to become stronger, better searching and all that kind of stuff because it's just in beta. And then in Q3, we're going to have tons more collectibles, obviously, and drops, right? So let's get into my last little final thoughts about it, is that it's happening, everybody. This is going to be absolutely crazy. I hope you're as excited as I am. Like I said, it's all coming now. It's all coming down the pipe. The app is going to change. VEVE is really going to be solidified here very quickly. And, with them going to San Diego Comic-Con and all that kind of stuff, we are just heading into like an unbelievable time, right? So this is what I would recommend to you right now. Strap on your seatbelts, everybody, because it's gonna go. I know there's a lot of people out there who want to believe that the app is not gonna, the stuff's not gonna increase in value because of economic conditions and all of that. But everybody, we don't need a ton of people for this stuff to really go off, and it's gonna bring more people to the app. People are always looking for places to put their money and to like, they're always looking for collectibles to buy. Like, this is the industry that we're in. These things don't stop in recessions. And, remember, it's not just about the USA too. There's other countries involved here for sure. And every country has their own economic conditions, including, I'm in Canada. So, my perspective on a recession is different than someone who lives in the USA right now, right? And vice versa and all that stuff. So you can't think about this thing in just your region. It's global, right? Which is huge. So there's going to be tons of opportunities for people in other countries now, and this is going to be really great for the app. So I'm still recommending you secure those grails now while you get a chance before the end of the month, as quick as you can. This is what I'm doing. Maybe prices will go down a bit more, so keep your eyes open. But once this thing is rolled in place, everybody, that's when this app is really going to be taking off. And I'm standing by that because this, that's what I believe. Like, this is a great moment. So let me know what you think. This is my little recap. I'll see you guys in the next video. Down in the comments, let me know. And go watch the main video. The link's in the description as well. All right, thanks so much. Happy collecting.